But what's actually building that greatness when nobody is watching? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Okay, let's dive into this. On one side, we've got what the whole world is absolutely obsessed with, the visible receipt, the trophy, the millions, the flashing cameras. Society is literally addicted to this receipt. But here's the catch. We completely ignore the private purchase. That purchase? It's made in the pitch dark. It's the thousands of failures, the grueling early mornings, the quiet sacrifices that nobody ever applauded. The world only rewards what I can see, but life rewards what nobody sees. And honestly, this leads us straight into a huge modern trap. It's called visible effort. Basically, it's this addiction we have to announcing our plans just to get that immediate applause, right? Without actually putting in the quiet, underlying work. When you announce your big goals to everyone, you're giving your brain this little unearned dopamine hit without doing any of the heavy lifting. But as our sources remind us, a seed doesn't become a massive tree by telling the whole forest about its plans. It grows quietly and patiently underground. Because here's the truth, the price of greatness, it is never paid in a lump sum. No way. It's paid in installments. We're talking one early morning, one really difficult conversation, one extra hour of work, one temptation resisted, one excuse totally defeated. The bill for success arrives every single day, and it's paid in these tiny, completely unglamorous moments. Say it with me. Success doesn't come overnight. It's built brick by brick every single day. So the crucial takeaway here is success has trust issues. Seriously, it really does. Success is not just going to hand itself over to people who only show up when they feel inspired or, when it's convenient. Success actually watches what you do when your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and your bed feels way warmer than your dream. It's testing your consistency, it's testing your daily habits when nobody is checking up on you, which is way more important than just testing your raw intelligence. And this brilliantly illustrates the absolute biggest obstacle to paying that daily bill, the fear of failure. I mean, think about Thomas Edison's perspective for a second. He famously said that he didn't fail 1,000 times. He just found 1,000 different ways it wasn't going to work. Real champions don't look at failure as a stop sign. They view it as a mandatory discovery process. Every single failure is just an experience that gives you the exact wisdom you need to make that private purchase. So, how do we actually handle this fear? Simple. You fail early, you fail often, and you fail forward. Failure is literally a stepping stone. Think about it like going to the gym. When you lift weights, you lift to the point of physical failure because you're actively seeking it out. Why? Because that's exactly where the adaptation happens. That's where the muscle grows. You have to force your mind and your body to adapt by failing forward. Our source material shows this incredibly touching anecdote about an 80-year-old man named Robert. Robert walked with a cane, struggled to cross the street, and eventually he took a fall. When someone asked him why he didn't just stay inside where it was safe and comfortable, his response was just profound. He said, "I love walking, and I love walking way more than I'm afraid of falling." Think about that. Your profound love for whatever you're pursuing must absolutely overpower your fear of messing up or looking foolish. Let's move to and see how this builds into the ultimate reality of our topic today. Consider the timeline of a bamboo tree. Year 1 through year 4, it is completely invisible, just underground root growth. The world sees absolutely nothing happening. Then, bam, year 5, explosive vertical growth. People point at it and call it an overnight success, because all they see is the explosion. They completely ignore the years of work beneath the surface. Never ever compare your invisible, underground beginnings to someone else's visible vertical explosion. Because of the compound effect, success absolutely loves small improvements. We're talking just 1% today and 1% tomorrow. It's like a single drop of water, right? Individually, a drop seems completely powerless, but thousands of drops, consistently falling in the same spot, can literally carve through solid rock over time. At the end of the day, consistency always beats intensity. But staying that consistent, that requires making a really hard choice. Discipline whispers, but regret screams. So which pain are you going to carry? Discipline asks for minutes, but regret steals years. Discipline hurts right now, but regret hurts forever. You have to make the choice. Take on the temporary, quiet discomfort of discipline today, or suffer the permanent, deafening pain of regret later on. And to actually choose discipline, you've got to totally shift your mindset. See, amateurs rely on motivation. They sit around and wait to feel inspired before they actually do anything. But successful people, they rely on discipline. They do not wait for the emotion to hit them. They build a system where the action itself creates the emotion. Discipline steps up and says, "I'll feel inspired because I did the work." I want to leave you with a pretty devastating question from a mentor in our sources. Let this really sink in for a second. If your dreams watched how you live today, would they choose you? If your future success interviewed your daily habits, would it hire you? Or would it just quietly walk away and wait for someone who is more prepared? Take a hard look at your invisible hours today. Are you truly becoming the person your dreams require?